Addressing Women's Day celebration at the Manara International Conference Center, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Thursday expressed gratitude and appreciation to every Egyptian woman. The head of state asserted that the Egyptian woman is the cornerstone of the society's stability. The president further stressed the significance of women empowerment in boosting economy. Sisi directed to apply and review the principles of gender equality in benefiting from banking services without any differences. He gave his directives to develop the care economy as it's an available field for women to work and provide new opportunities and achievement balance between the woman's productive role and her social role. The head of state noted that the state establishes Egyptian Women Museum in the new administrative capital. President Sisi reiterated that the Egyptian woman should be appreciated through supportive social laws and services. He stressed that people should enhance morals of patience and forgiveness in the holy month of Ramadan. As President Sisi attended the ceremony celebrating the Egyptian woman and ideal mother, he honored a number of women winning the Ideal Mother's title nationwide.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attended on Thursday the ceremony celebrating the Egyptian woman and ideal mother at the Manara International Conference Center. During the celebration, President al-Sisi honored a number of women winning the Ideal Mother's title nationwide. Those mothers embody the role of dedication, sacrifice, and loyalty in building and caring for their families despite various challenges. President al-Sisi and Mrs. Intisar al-Sisi were keen to take a family photo with the honored women and mothers. On the other hand, the head of the National Council for Women, Dr. Maya Morsi, said during the celebration that for a decade under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, more than 50 presidential directives to empower women and 26 laws and legislative amendments, which put strong basis to achieve the demands that women called for. She pointed that women empowerment is a basic issue that the state is keen on. She added that what have been achieved through the decade, nations and countries achieve in many decades. In her address during the Egyptian Women's Celebration Ceremony, Morsi conveyed a message to all Gaza women, stressing that God will revenge the oppressors and end this aggression. Moreover, Morsi offered a gift to President al-Sisi during the celebration of the Egyptian women.
First Lady Intisar al-Sisi congratulated Egyptian women marking Mother's Day. On her social media page, the First Lady congratulated the Egyptian woman as a companion and the support whom her family relies on. She affirmed that women provide true feelings with no interest and congratulated every single woman and mother on her day. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a phone call on Thursday with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to congratulate him for winning the presidential elections. President Sisi extended to Putin his sincere wishes of success and progress during the new term and to the Russian people further prosperity. The president praised the distinguished relations binding the two countries and expressed keenness to foster joint cooperation in various domains. For his part, Putin expressed appreciation for President Sisi's gesture and desire to boost ties with Egypt at all levels during the coming period. The phone talks also tackled the latest developments in Gaza, where the head of state reviewed Egypt's efforts to reach an immediate ceasefire in the besieged Strip. He hailed the Russian supportive stance towards the Palestinian cause. The two leaders also discussed several regional and international issues of common concern. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and his accompanying delegation on Thursday. During the meeting, President Sisi stressed the necessity of an immediate ceasefire, pointing to the humanitarian catastrophe and famine threatening the lives of innocent civilians in Palestine. The head of state further reiterated the necessity of urgent actions to implement sufficient quantities of humanitarian aid to the Strip and opening horizons of the political path through intensive work to activate the two-state solution. Presidential spokesman Ahmed Fahmy said that U.S. Secretary of State conveyed greetings of U.S. President Joe Biden to President Sisi and his appreciation to Egypt's role in establishing peace and stability in the Middle East region. Fahmy said the meeting dealt with the current situation in the Gaza Strip, where the latest developments in joint mediation efforts were reviewed with the aim of reaching a ceasefire. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks with the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Cairo on Thursday. Shoukry also participated in the Arab ministerial meeting, which included Saudi Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan, Qatari Foreign Minister Mohammed bin Abd al-Rahman al-Thani, and Jordanian Foreign Minister Ayman al-Safadi. The details.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Cairo on Thursday. The talks tackled efforts led by Cairo with the United States and Qatar to achieve ceasefire in Gaza and free hostages, in addition to increasing entry of humanitarian aid to the Gaza Strip. The meeting also witnessed exchange of visions over several regional and international files of common concern. Following the meeting, the two top diplomats held a joint press conference during which Shoukry reiterated that the talks tackled the latest regional developments, including the escalation in the Gaza Strip. Shoukry affirmed that the talks had agreed on taking all necessary measures to ensure full and delivery aid to Gaza during the coming days. The foreign minister asserted that the two sides rejected the Israeli policy of forcing displacement of Palestinians and called for releasing hostages and protecting civilians in the besieged Gaza Strip. For his part, Blinken called for an immediate settlement for the Palestinian cause based on a two-state solution. He expressed keenness on boosting means to increase humanitarian aid passing into Gaza and pointed out that the international parties are working on establishing a new waterway to facilitate the pass of food and medical aid to the Strip. Blinken further said that the U.S. had been working on reaching a ceasefire with its Arab partners, including Egypt, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia.